This is it. The man, the myth, the legend, the world-renowned dog adventurer, Wolf Driver, is going to take you for a spin on some of the world's rarest and most sophisticated electric adventure vehicles ever created. His Snow Dog Husky team will accompany him as they rough it up and adventure in ways you never knew was possible. You've never seen anything like this.
Wolf Driver coming at you. Another day, another trip. 11:43. Thursday, 11:43, Thursday, January 21st, 2021. So we're headed out, we're sitting in the driveway, normal starting place. Chris says he has some ideas. We're gonna see if we can go by West Virginia because I was gonna try to hit a depot. I'm trying to accumulate all these particular bins for my studio shop, and I'll put some pictures of it up. It's pretty cool. But Home Depot, it's a Christmas item, and they're sparse throughout all the different Home Depots. So sometimes we'll stop on the dog trips to pick them up and see what we get. So that's where we're at, and we're getting on the road now. Well, we just arrived at our adventure place. It's 2:21, and we got here quickly. We're not too far from home. We're in Pennsylvania, and we didn't have to make any additional stops like I had thought we might. I think we thought we were going to head down to Virginia. Cool looking road. We're about to rock and roll, and surface right now looks pretty smooth, relatively speaking, but that can change on a dime's notice. The rigs are right there, the scooters, and dog limousine is loaded with the dogs as usual. Quick peek on them before I do my setup. Got so much time today, I don't know what to do with ourselves. There she is. Look at that cutie pie. Hello, hi. That's Lola. And Chase is checking us out. What's up, Chasey? Look at Chasey. Hi, Chase. And you're still getting a look at me. I don't know why, but... Okay, good boy. Where's your brother? Ooh, there he is. And there's the Jagster. Being all nice and calm. You're a good boy, Chase. You're a good boy. And I'm going to outfit these units with cameras. Going to get suited up. Get my Superman suit on. I mean my Wolf Driver suit. In case you didn't notice, I'm wearing my Werewolf sweatshirt today. And we're going to rock and roll. See you on the trail. I'll put it on since I'm here. Oops, Chase. Where do you think you're at, bud? You think this is a party? Okay, buddy. Hang tight. You're a good boy. As soon as I can find this end of the harness, we'll be in good shape. I think it went under you. There it is. Well, it's supposed to go under you, isn't it?
Got you.
You got Chase? Cool. Ooh, I better pull out. You can put Chase on and hold Zorro. Good boy, Zorro. Actually, Chris put us close to the tree because he didn't want us to. Yeah, I can get him. I'll do it just like that. Stay, Zorro. You better move yours, yeah. Come on, guys, hike. Zorro just walks through it anyway. Okay. You want to go get the Jagster? Harness fell on the ground.
I'll figure it out.
Okay, cool. Okay, goody boy. boy. You don't care where you're hooked up at, do you, Zara? Stay, Zara. Zara! No, don't roll, buddy. Come on. Stay. Good boy, Zara. Stay. You're so good, Zara. There you go, bud. Okay. Folks, I'm going to show you what it's all about, talk about it in a sec. I got to get my everything working here. Okay, Chase, you're going to be running in no time, sir. Chase is letting us know he wants to go, bud. I'll go get her. Chasey boy. Hi, goody girl. Hey, you gonna do a dance? You're a good girl, aren't you? Come on, good girl. Lola girl is making her scene, making her presence known. Come on, girl. Come on now. Good girl. Come on, goody girl. She does everything. Good girl. Let me try to, hey, it's okay, buddy. We're going in 2 minutes. 2 shakes of a stick. We're almost there. Lola, Lola. Smelling that cup. Instead of drinking it, something sweet. A little bit of logistics here to get going. Trying to find my power button, folks. It's here somewhere, I know it is. You got lost. Don't worry about that.
See that gimbal I sent you, man?
Yeah, man, it looks cool, buddy. There's another one DJI makes that's incredible also. Okay. We're hitting it. We're hitting it. I meant I hit start button. Always helps.
Your walkie working?
My walkie's working fine. I hear it on his. His isn't working?
Yeah, the one in there that I have no idea why.
Give him yours. Look at Jag pooping right there.
I thought the volume might be down on that one. Yeah, I turned it up.
Just watch it because Jag's pooping so you don't walk in it. Is that what it was? Testing 1, 2. Can you hear me, Chris? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Is that you?
Can you hear me?
10-4 on that. Let's roll. Hang on. Start.
3, 2, 1, go.
Ready, Scott? Sorry, buddy. You had your system and I messed you up.
No, I forgot to put the walkie-talkie in my pocket, so it's not jiggling around hitting the button.
Come on, Chase. He don't want to step in it, so I'm going to turn him around. There you go, buddy. There you go. Good boy. When we touch him with the tire, it's like a big balloon. So it doesn't hurt him. I'm just trying to orientate him in the right direction. This is a heavier vehicle. Therefore, the dogs would not be able to really pull it. Downhill they could, but it'd be pulling itself. So that doesn't work. But when I started off, I did strictly exercises where the dogs were out in front pulling in. And I took another bathroom break here for Zorro. when I taught him to, good boy Zaro, good boy Zaro. Okay, leaving our mark everywhere we go. So I taught him, actually, originally I taught, well, I'm going back generations ago, but I taught my first Huskies to pull using weights inside of a luggage bag, a piece of luggage, just with the rope behind them in a field, just trying to teach them not to be spooked. If they feel something behind them, it's okay to tug and to go. Now they're used to it anyway because they pull us while we walk, so it don't want to be that hard. But there is still a little bit of a learning curve there for them once they get over it. Whoop, bathroom break for Loda. Lots of bathroom breaks today. There, Chase 2, wow. Again, Chase. Good boy, Chase. Okay. Key is with Chase. Come on. Good boy. Not to let him get too much in front. Good boy. Too much in front of the wheel, so I can easily put him back in the right orientation again. So, real quickly, while they all four went to the bathroom, actually, Jack did before we started, and it happens. It's real easy to house train a dog, to train them to go to the bathroom outside, because when they get outside, they smell scents of other animals, and they know it could be, just from instinct, an opportunity to go on a hunt, to chase down some prey. Obviously, they're not going to be able to, and they're not going to be able to when they're leashed up on you, any dog this is, and but it's just instinct. So, or they could have a confrontation with another dog, something else out there. So what they do is they empty their stomachs. They go to the bathroom because they don't want to get in a confrontation or be chasing down prey, instinctually this is speaking, and have to go to the bathroom. That would wreck the whole thing and possibly put their lives in danger. That's how a lot of animals think. So it's easy, not even think, just their instinct takes them to do that. So it's easy to house train a dog. Now, you don't have all those scents inside of a house usually. I mean, you might have other animals, but they know them once they learn them, so they feel more safe or comfortable around them. So they don't have to go to the bathroom then. But as soon as they get outside, and of course with that combined, once we're exercising, that activity gets them worked up.
Covered 0.25 miles. Your current speed is 3.1 miles per hour.
Yeah, so the activity, like a human, would encourage them to go to the bathroom. Additionally, we do have some snow. We still got snow on the ground, Scott. Can't seem to get away from the snow this year. Even though we haven't had a lot of snow, just everywhere we go, there's snow. We're out of Maryland, in case you didn't know, and we're probably, 100 miles from here or so. So it's not a big climate difference, but when you get in the mountains, things can totally change. So, you might be 500 feet, 600 feet above sea level, and then you get in these mountains, you'd be 2,500, even 3,000 or more above sea level. Temperature goes down quite drastically, usually, and conditions change. So always be prepared in the mountains, and you might have seen some of our adventures where we've, even doing these all these years, have misjudged some of the possible predicaments we'll get into, and we still get into them. So I guess it's part of the adventure. So what you just heard a couple of minutes ago, a minute or so ago, was my app just telling me the different stats, how far we've gone, how much time's elapsed, and other statistics. It's kind of nice. It has a little audio feature that does that. I really like it, especially because sometimes it's even hard for me to take my eyes off to look down at the app, and if the sun's shining and other things are going on, it becomes challenging. So for it to tell me, I kind of like that reading. So it does it every 5 minutes or so. Now here's something on the left. Chris is my wingman. He's behind us following along, and he'll let me know if I need to make a left, right, or whatever. This is the Martins. Oh, somebody's house. 10-4, pull over to my left here. Pull over. Pull over. Pull over. Pull over. How I look, Scott?
Right beside.
Oh, he turned off. So guys, G over. Nice, wasn't it? Nice little tease. Sorry, what are you doing? Zorro. See, that's the cool thing, because the way this is set up, even though the bike is a considerable amount of weight, the scooter, I'm calling it the bike, and I'm a considerable amount of weight, relatively speaking, so it depends who you're talking to. If the dog stops for some reason, just stops to do a bathroom break or stops because he's tired, that usually doesn't happen. But if they do, I'll feel it right away. If I'm not looking, which I'm looking pretty frequently, and I'm listening, and I'm feeling. And I've also got my other crew here just in case. We've never had any, I repeat, any, and I want to knock on wood on this, any dog injuries. So I'm doing something right. We are entering the Bald Eagle State Forest here, and we've been all over the Bald Eagle State Forest, but I don't think we've been where we're at today. We try to go to different locations up and down the east coast of the United States, and places we usually haven't been to before, we haven't been to this season, like seeing them sometimes in the summer when all the foliage is on, and then in the winter when it's bare trees. Get a totally different look on everything. So, and you'll see these are usually state park roads, or even sometimes national forest. They're maintained usually, I guess, by park rangers. They might have originally been put here, some of these roads at least, by loggers. So they logged areas years ago. You can usually tell when an area's been logged. It doesn't look like these have been logged to me, but I'm not the most trained eye on it, but from what I know, I don't see any evidence of it here. So we get on some pretty precarious roads. You wouldn't even know there were roads that existed in the United States like we get on. I mean, it's truly incredible, but we try to go to different places because it's all about the adventure for the dogs and for us, and we want to see different areas. We want to let the dogs see different areas as well. So my ears are popping. We're 1,251 feet above sea level now, and we're climbing here. It's just changed to 1255, 1259, etc. So we are climbing. We probably started off around 1100. I didn't check the meter there.
10 minutes.
Didn't look too mountainous, but I guess it is.
6.4 miles. Your current speed is 2.9 miles per hour.
So we usually average anywhere from 3 to 6 miles per hour, depending on conditions, terrain, etc. We're not in any kind of competition. We're not trying to set any world records. We're just trying to have fun, basically, for the dogs and for us. I'm the man behind the scenes. Well, I'm the man behind all this, I should say. This is my team. I've assembled of course, family of dogs, and team of guys. There's people also behind the scenes, so that are doing some legwork here, do the video processing, editing, arrange some of this stuff, keep some of the equipment going, etc. Zoro's got another bathroom break. This is working everything out of Zorro today. Good boy, Zorro. Good boy. Okay. These dogs, the activity also really helps. Like I said, like a human, and the more activity they get, they go to the bathroom a lot. And you know, big difference to be known. At least I've recognized it. When we're at home, they don't take as many bathroom breaks, and I don't think they move as much through their body on a daily basis as when we're running. So pretty interesting. Of course, it's burning calories too, obviously. You eat more and the more active you are, but it's very interesting. That looks like snow-covered road ahead of us. Kind of always fun to me when you've got temperatures well above freezing. Again, we're in the mid-40s, and you got frozen roads, frozen areas. Kind of like spring skiing. They're still climbing. Yeah, we're up to 1,300 feet, so climbing. doesn't seem like we're on that big of a hill. Oh, this is an 8% grade. I think I've just gotten numb to some of these hills because the dogs are, we've become so conditioned to running on steep grades. I'm talking 16, 17% grades, which if you know anything about a hill and how they rate them with grades, 16 or 17% is pretty daggone steep. And again, nothing I don't think anybody's going to be able to do on a dog sled. So this is a totally different kind of work. Now, granted, that being said, it's similar to walking a dog on a leash. The difference is much more consistency, maybe more like running the dog or jogging with the dog. But with this, we can get up to sprinting speeds for the dogs, which could top out around 20 miles per hour. They have topped out around 20 miles per hour. Now, the dogs can run faster, but it's just being tethered to a vehicle, even tethered to a sled. If they were out in front, they're still going to top out somewhere around 20 miles per hour, which is what I've known them to do. Now, off leash, I've gotten my dogs just by their own will, motivating, whatever, up to around 30 miles per hour. And that's fairly common, I believe, for shepherds, huskies, pretty much working breed dogs with that kind of build that I know of, at least. And when you get into like greyhounds, sighthounds, those kinds of breeds, they can reach 40 mile per hour plus. So cool stuff. I know there's a story on one of my websites about fastest animal on the earth. I think it was, I'm pretty sure it's cheetah, but I can't remember. And I rated all the animals, you know. There's obviously a million different breeds of dogs, relatively speaking, but there's a lot of breeds, and certainly some are much faster than others. You're talking different sized dogs, legs, etc. But the fastest dog breed is definitely from the sighthound breeds. They can fly, and they hunt with their eyes. They don't have they don't hunt with their noses like a regular dog does. Dogs are not slipping. They're fine. They've got claws and 4 paws.
15 minutes completed. You've covered 0.98 miles. Your current speed is 3.5 miles per hour.
So we did hit a mile. But they've got claws and they've got 4 paws to deal with ice and what other conditions we may encounter. Main thing is trying to keep a consistent pace for them so they can map their course of action and proceed with as little interruption as possible. Wow, it's just nice out. Sun feels good on us too. Now, of course, the dogs are, you know, if it's anything above 0, they're warm. I mean, they can go down to 70 below 0. So we always want to keep that in mind. Of course, in the winter, at least it helps keep them cooler than the summer is really hard on them. But we still get out. It's becoming real rocky here. We're still able to get them out and doing their stuff. Not as engaged as they are in the winter, but at least enough to keep themselves toned. Just getting out in the warm weather is a workout for them, just a walk. So you really need to tread gingerly, but you can go in my archive and see plenty of activities we managed to do. Still manage to do stuff like I'm doing now in different vehicles. So we got a 3.5 to 4 mile per hour pace going on here, which is about average on a 8% grade right now. Scott's passing us by. So Scott is my co-pilot, I call him, usually a lot in the past. This is the first year that we haven't done it. I'm usually on 2-wheel vehicles. I'm sorry, 2-passenger vehicles, tandems that someone rides with me. And it's not a joyride, it's a working ride where they help keep an eye on the dogs, water the dogs, and help me with any obstructions we might hit on the trail, a down tree, a different way, might have to take dogs off, whatever. So they're usually riding with me with the, excuse me, my ears are still popping, up to 1,500 feet above sea level right now. So we've gone a good 400 feet, climbed. So usually they're riding with me, but with the addition of these Easy Raider scooters, my co-pilot now rides, when I'm on these, on another scooter to film me, to put an extra set of eyeballs on me, see what's going on, to let me know if there's cars ahead, cars behind, whatever. And since most of it is pretty already established, dogs know what they're doing, everybody's in good shape, we, thank God, we can get a lot of filming time, and that co-pilot of mine can film me, and that's Scott doing that. And he'll do different things. He sometimes puts his life on the line. Don't do that, but he does it to get to the shot of me. The particular shot he might like. He wants to make these as interesting as possible, which I love. And that's why you're watching this, because we're able to hopefully get some more filming of it. The sun is pretty bright right now. I've got a little hear a car or something in the distance, or something beeping. Is that what it is? Okay, beeping from one of the power stations over there. Looks like a cell tower. Oh, we should have good cell reception. That's a cell tower. So I've got a brim. I've got a helmet that's got a brim on it, or a little teeny bit of a beak, or at least something to shade some of the sun out. I've got sunglasses always on me, but it's not calling for that yet. It's able to shelter my eyes enough to keep it
20 minutes completed.
comfortable enough.
1.33 miles. Your current speed is 3.7 miles per hour.
So basically this is, we're climbing, but it's a kind of a gentle climb, which is nice, even though, I mean, 8% grade, most people wouldn't call that gentle, but at our level of expertise at this point in conditioning, we're eating it for lunch. Today might be a day we can hit a lot of mileage, because we got to an early start because we didn't go as far from the house, and temperatures are good for us, even though we'll go in any temperature pretty much. But I think the dogs could use it. Now, last adventure was about 13 miles. That's about average. But a few before that were 7.5 miles, maybe 8 miles. They were kind of low on mileage because they were such climb, and then we wore the scooter out, and they're going to make power pack extra battery for it, but they haven't from this yet, or at least it's not available yet. I've been in touch with the company, because that would give me a whole nother at least 10 plus miles, and then I can go anywhere. But you know, you start getting above 10 miles, and that's a pretty good workout for these guys. But we've gone 30 before on other vehicles. You know, it all depends on conditions and what we can manage to get out of a trail. Sometimes they only go so far, and you can go back and forth. We've done that too, but after a while it just gets boring, them smelling themselves, their own scent on the trail, going back and forth. No motivation for them, and keep seeing the same sights. It's best when you can go one way in one direction as far as you want to go, and then just pack your truck up and the dogs, and you get to see all new sights and sounds, ourselves and the dogs. That's what we strive for. That's kind of another way of my style of urban mushing, and it's because I'm able to go to more areas because of the different vehicles I ride, that I'm able to find such a diversity. And also because of the team, I'm able to be dropped off at one location and picked up in another, or followed, depending on where we're running. Like today we're on roads where the truck can be with us. See a small paw print. Looks like a cat. There are mountain cats around here, I believe, but that looked too small. Yeah, it doesn't look like a deer print to me. Just trying to count the pads. There's like 5 or 6 pads. Look that up. Interesting. Liking this snow because it's, again, sticky enough where we're not sliding, but helping to keep the dogs' pads cool. Now they're not exactly, they're meandering through the snow and through the ice and through the dry road, or at least wet road, but that coolness of the ice and snow helps keep the pads cool, because again, they are burning. Even though it's, you know, it looks relatively cold out, it's still warm for them. In the winter, they have the double coat to contend with. They're built for extreme cold conditions. Now, assuming we're on a mountain, sometimes when you get to the top, you get some unprecedented views. The last adventure we were on, which was this past Sunday, 17th of January 2021, was just simply awesome.
25 minutes completed. You've covered 1.69 miles. Your current speed is 3.5 miles per hour.
It was actually above Harrisburg, and you can see chasing snow. Licking snow as we go, like that. You can see the city of Harrisburg. It's not a big city, but from the mountaintop it looks so cool. And we were like right looking over it. So from what I saw, the video's not done yet. We were able to capture some of that in the actual footage, so that would be pretty cool to look at. Hope you get a chance to check it out. Spectacular. As the more higher elevation we get, the more snow covered it's looking like, and the sun beaming off of it's going to be cool. Just gotta watch, you get snow blind with this. Very bright with the sun reflecting off that snow. Should be some cool footage if you're looking behind. Mind me, I might sing randomly. This morning's 67, so I'm 53. 53 or 54? I'll be 54. April, Taurus. So, but I kind of was raised in the 70s. Well, I mean, I really was, but I'm influenced a lot by the 70s, the music, because I'm the youngest of 5 kids. And the closest one to me is 7 years older. The furthest one from me, my brother's 15 years older. 3 sisters and a brother. We're getting here 2 miles. Miles are seem to be flowing quickly. That's because we're enjoying it so much. On the winter, it's, you know, the look can get a little mundane sometimes. You just have thick forests. Same in the summer, but summer you get a little more wildlife. A lot of that wildlife is hibernated now in the winter months. You get the cool summer breezes, but we get the cold winter breezes.
Adjust the camera, man, if you're pointing at the ground.
Thanks, buddy. 10-4. Oh, guys. I don't know if he's talking to my camera. Okay. Huh, it moved? How the hell could it move? But he's good at that. We'll let him adjust it. Good boy. See, Chase doesn't want to stop. Get himself a little snow. He'll be happy. Power button on this thing. There we go. Were you able to fix it, bud? Oh, car coming. Car behind him. Come on, guys. Zara, come on. You got a car behind you. Yeah, I see it. Pull over. You might want to shelter the dogs. Oh, does he know he's got a car behind him? Is he still behind him? Hey Chris, you had a car behind you. I don't know if he still is. Yeah, you got a car behind you.
Completed. You covered 1.95 miles. Your current speed is 0 miles per hour.
Car behind me.
Yeah, I don't think you can hear me on your speaker. Can you hear me? He's not hearing me. You're not hearing me. Ten.
Yeah.
That's a 10. Maybe, okay, well, if it doesn't work again, we'll switch out with Scott. It's weird. Good trail, though. They're watering themselves, dude. They like that snow. Except for Jack, we'll water him a little while.
Yeah, you gotta agree. There's no like huge elevation gain or anything. As soon as we turned on this road, snow.
Dude, you won't believe it. We started off 1,100 feet. We're at 1,753 now.
That's crazy.
Come on, guys. Yeah, I looked down. I couldn't believe it because it's just so gentle. But it's still an 8% grade. So, hike. Come on, guys. Come on.
I mean, that
Sarah.
first part seems a little bit steep, but
Sarah.
overall it does seem
Stay
gentle.
there all day. I really like it here. It's cool. I'm really liking it, though. Yeah, exactly. Hey, you were able to adjust the iPhone camera on your hood?
Yeah, now I can see you in the frame. like I could almost see top and a tiny bit close, but if I stay where I'm at behind you, you're in the frame.
10-4 on that. We could probably push it further up the hood. That magnet's pretty tough, isn't it?
Yeah, I didn't want to break the phone. If we just put something on the front edge, prop it up like a quarter to half inch, it'd be perfect.
Cool, if you can think of something, next time I'll bring another magnet. Yeah, luckily, as long as you don't push on the phone, you won't break it. The worst that happen is it's still expensive as you'd break that cage.
Yeah, when I was looking for that wireless stuff, I found another camera system. The lenses are like 120 to 130 bucks a piece.
Yeah, you can use almost any lens on these. The big ones are these C-mount lenses because they make them in all, they're made for cameras too, and they make adapters now for this stuff.
Yeah, I'll have to find that one. Show it to you. See it. Because I like that idea that you can change it to different things.
Yeah, well that's what this one is. You can change this. I just had that lens that I threw on there, but you can put all kinds of lenses on there.
Yeah, I'm saying I like your thinking on that. I'll have to show you what I found and see if it is the same thing or if it locks you into their system.
Yeah, man, I like to see that. I'm always looking for new stuff.
Miles per hour.
But yeah, I didn't hear you earlier. Did you see that gimbal I sent you?
I did. I've got the DJI. I've got the DJI Osmo, and that's pretty much the best out there, but I didn't look that closely at what you had, what you sent. Do you know much about it? Are you still there, or did you go on mute? Hey, are you still there, or did you go on mute? No, I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah, that gimbal sold it out for 75 bucks, and it has tracking. I don't know how it tracks, but it looks pretty cool for the money.
Yeah, it's like the DJI makes one called the DJI Osmo 3. It's got tracking too. What they do is it's built into the app, so you touch on it on the iPhone, and that tracks you and it turns the gimbal. It works with it.
That's pretty smart. But yeah, I knew the DJI one like $200 or $300.
Yeah, I can't remember. Now you can get the DJI 2 for cheaper because they brought the 3 out. I think they're bringing out a new drone too, dude.
I wonder what type, like high end or small.
Yeah, I didn't catch it. I just saw they're coming out with something. Okay, folks, enough talking to Crispy. Back to the video. But we do that sometimes, and it's a good time for us to talk because we're in the heat of the moment. We're doing this, and we can think of things we might need or new ways to capture this on video, whatever. But in any case, this has turned to all snow. It's kind of cool, though. It's only 1.5 inch, 2-inch snow, and the dogs are pretty much able to water themselves, or hydrate themselves, I should say. The only one that usually doesn't is Jack, so we'll probably give him some water at about 3 miles. We're about 2.3 right now. Liking it, we're still climbing. Yeah, we're at 8,146 feet. We are still climbing. And as you saw, this is a road. And that's why we've got to be on alert for cars and other vehicles that may come down here. really cool, man.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're getting this like this too on the DJI on the gimbal. Yeah, you got some killer pictures with the blue sky last time.
It didn't last for too long, but it was real deep blue.
It's real deep blue, man. Our last trip again when we were above Harrisburg, and the sun was set kind of at twilight. The sky was just deep, deep blue. Everything was looking really, really cool. So the grade's kind of mellowed here. It's, well, 5.2%. I remember being on trail one that said danger, you know, grade like 6 or 7%. Like, I didn't understand grades back then. I'm like, that must be really steep. And I mean, it was steep for a bike, relatively speaking. But get out here, 5.2%. It's like a walk in the park. Yeah, this animal came all the way through here. I still see its paw prints. I'm not sure it's the same one, but pretty interesting. Just catching some snow there. Sometimes it'll say 0 miles per hour when it doesn't have a GPS signal for some reason. It zeroes out. Looks like it's 330, 340, something like that right now. Kind of cool. We're still really early, and we're past the winter solstice, which means every day is getting a couple minutes longer. And that means we're getting closer to spring and summer. But again, I love the warmer temperatures, not hot temperatures, not humidity. I can't stand that, but nice warmer temperatures. But the dogs can't do their stuff as much, so it's kind of like, yeah, it's nice, but it ain't so nice for the dogs. Even though we do get out, like I said, it's just not their element. This is their element, at least closer to their element. Not quite cold enough. So Chris is trying to adjust the camera that's on the truck looking at us, and it's a good place to take a break with the dogs, get some water, or at least try to. I figured, oh, Dag's gonna eat some snow now. He usually waits for his water. Zara's gonna lay down in it. Good boy, Zara. It was a little bit of a climb, even though it didn't look like it. The snow consistency, actually, I thought it was hard packed. It's packed, but it's still very not solid. Feels good. This is actually snow that could snowball on them. It's not real sticky though. Paws seem fine. I have to go get my trusty Musher Secret if we need to.
I'm afraid I'm gonna break it.
Hey, stay with it. Drive up here, dude. He don't want me taking it out of his pay is a problem. Hey, you want Scott's?
I don't want to keep my eyes. I just want to make sure there's something wrong with it.
Watch dogs. 10-4 on that. You want me to break it? You don't want me taking it out of your pay, dude. Huh. Oh, it's just screwed right into the base. It wasn't filming, actually. You might have hit it. You want me to do it again? My fault. I know. I could just change it to 1.
It'll be easier with this on there.
With both of them? Yeah, that's true. We'll be able to. Was it filming? Because it went back.
I think it was. But
if you hit it.
Stopped when I was just trying to get
Yeah.
it on.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah, set it on.
4K 30.
Yeah, just the front edge on at least that'll give you way to keep the thing on.
Yeah, it's true. You ready?
Yeah.
Look at it from there and see if you can tell if it's filming. Looks like it's filming. Okay, cool. Good thinking, bud. Watch it. Just watch it. Good job, Scott. Okay, guys. Cool. So, it's all about enjoying the moment. We're here and just savoring nature. The coldness, even though it's really not cold, but when that breeze starts hitting you, it starts getting cold. And just being out with the dogs. I'll see Zorro chewing the snow, and because he's eating something, Chase thinks, what could that be? And that can start a little tizzy. So we'll always keep an eye on it.
What's weird is you can change the volume and everything while the screen's low.
That's strange. I think they're all going up, dude. They're old now. Come on, guys. Hike.
Yeah, sure, but I don't want to need to talk about that.
You know that, buddy. You know that. You know that, man. You know that. Okay, so mileage factor right now we're at 2.7, almost 3 miles. We just got Jaggy and his water because everybody else, nobody drank but Jag. Yeah, I knew it. Gotta know your dogs, right? So loving this, being out here in the daylight. A lot more to look at. The nighttime's really cool, and it's got its romanticism being out here, but daytime's awesome too.
2.76 miles. Your current speed is 3.5 miles per hour.
Those are little paw prints like a fox. That's what that is. But it seemed to be a little bigger the last set we were following. This was crossing the trail. That was riding with the trail. There are bears. They should be hibernated, well in hibernation now, but there are coyotes that could be coming through here with the bigger paw print. One thing that I forgot when I was looking at them, could be a coyote. Bathroom break. Oh. Good boy, Chase. Good boy, Chase. Keep him on that side. So good boy, Chase. So he doesn't get in front of the wheel. I gotta push him over. So elevation's still going up, 1,914 feet. Grade of the hill much better, 1.9%. So we're leveling off, I believe. Probably gonna plateau, maybe even go downhill some. Probably got a lot of mileage around here that we could do. That's why Chris took us here. Across 3 miles. dogs are very happy when we find snow. So we've been complaining about it, and they're loving it. They're happy to be running, but the snow surface is always their choice. I like to get the variety of surfaces for them because they all have their pros and cons. And living in the area of the world that we do in Maryland, I'm able to usually find snow in the higher elevations, mountains in the States, and even in Maryland around us. And warmer temperatures go south. Lots of dirt roads, dry roads, and always blacktop and concrete for keeping the nails sharpened and building the callus. Always can't find as much grass trails as I'd like to. The grass is always fun to ride on. Really soft, lets their claws dig into it. If I hadn't had two hands, I would have went pretty, caught in that rut. I'm rolling somewhere, I don't know where, in the woods maybe. No, it's just, it would have been taking me a little bit.
Minutes completed. You've covered 3.22 miles. Your current speed is 4.6 miles per hour.
This guy got a little cold there because he films with his hands exposed. So he can hold the camera. I got gloves on. Easier for me to do this and him to do what he's doing. Temperature wise. And you can really feel when you get out of the rays of the sun and on this little gully here, I can really feel the cold whipping in and the wind blowing. Ready for a ride again. All over. Nice big butt. Trying to avoid, but I'm trying to stay towards the center. There we go. Out of it now. Until it comes back. It gets ruddy from the trucks riding on it and freezing, melting, freezing back up, etc. So much gear with me. I was just checking my pockets, make sure I got my cell phone, my satellite phone. I know my waist, that's in my vest. My fanny pack's got other gear, dog foot gear and battery, stuff like that. You gotta carry stuff just in case we get stuck too, because that's happened before also. Stuff to make a fire. Come on. Stuff to cut branches down to make the fire with if we need to, or at least chop up some branches. What a beautiful day. What a beautiful day. 1896. We crested top of the high end of elevation about 1,911 feet, I think it was. Come on, Chase. Now we're down to 1896. 1899. I think we're just at the top or the highest point of wherever we're at. It's like we own the road. I mean, there's nobody out here as far as you can see. This road cut between the trees, and sunny skies above. Snow keeping the pups cool and providing some awesome views. Ooh, I feel that, buddy.
1 hour.
Nice wind gust.
You covered 3.67 miles. Your current speed is 4.3 miles per hour.
So about 3.7 miles in the first hour. About average for us, maybe a little below. We started off climbing the face of this mountain or wherever we're on. So that explains that. And we got a quicker pace going on now. We're not racing anything, just keeping our pups in shape here. That wind is rustling though. Kind of lucky because I got a built-in furnace. It seems like I'm always warm, even in these cold temperatures. I've got that husky blood, I think. My wife always teases me saying, you know, you're always warm, when she needs me to. We have a little Chinese crested, which is hairless, so it doesn't have a lot of hair on its body, her body. And my wife says, warm her up. Actually, she always feels warm. I know she can be cold, but it's because you're feeling her body, because she doesn't have much hair. But also, we bundle her up when we take her outside, especially in cold temperatures. You have to. She's a trip. We call her a tomboy because she hangs. She runs to roughhouse with even my big boys here, and wants to be part of whatever we're doing. Doesn't care that she's small. Doesn't know that she's small. She ain't scared. Just wants to have fun, and they're actually really good with her. She can do this activity. She wouldn't be able to do it in the snow. She would, but it would be a couple blocks. Well, even with booties and everything, she's too. I wouldn't call her fragile, but she's too lightweight for the scene for this. But in the summer, she's great. Even then, she could overheat because she doesn't have any fur to shelter her against the sun and against the warmth, so you gotta be careful then too. That's why, you think because they're hairless, they're gonna do better in warmer temperatures. They don't need protection as much against the cold. Well, they do, but against the sun too, they just really strike out in all categories. Even though the husky looks really hairy for the summer, which they are, but that you never shave them because the one coat of hair, the top layer, will keep them insulated in the summer also against the sun and the heat. It's not going to make them bulletproof, but it will help more than if you shave them. And that's evident. I've seen it with the Chinese crested that's pretty much hairless. When their body get real hot real quick in the warmer temperatures. So what you got to do is sunscreen, first of all, to keep the sun from setting on them, baking their body, but then also plenty of shade, maybe even a shirt, wet them down a lot, etc. Just don't have them out in it for long periods of time, for sure. What I like to do is usually wet the dog down or put a wet shirt on them. Chinese crested, you can do that. That'll help, because as it evaporates, it's cooling them. That's my philosophy. Always check with your vet before you use my advice, because what works for me might not work for somebody else. And I always want you to get the best medical advice, even for something like that. I always err on the side of checking with the vet, getting expert advice on that kind of stuff. Dogs overheating can be very fatal very quickly. Fortunately, I've never had it. My precautions have always worked. Knowing the limitations of them has always worked, whether it's our little Chinese crested or these woolly huskies. Woolly because they're called woolies because they're double coated, long haired. That's what woolly means, woolly coat. Most huskies are a normal coat or a smooth coat, which is much shorter than these guys.
5
Hair.
completed. You covered 4.13 miles. Your current speed is 3.8 miles per hour.
So we are over 4 miles right now. And we're loving it. Right now in the sun, it feels great. And I love the filming and picture effect you can get in this. Don't forget pictures too, Scott.
I got some good ones with snow on their noses earlier.
Oh, that's awesome, dude. That's awesome. I like it with the sun lighting me up though. And since you're behind, you're in front, it's cool because we're facing away from it.
I feel like Chase is so white, the sun bounced off and made him look like a light bulb.
Really? So I'm really into wearing these snow helmets. I talked about it in some of my other videos. They're pretty much like snowboarding helmets that I buy for doing this activity. And I'm not really buying it for my protection. I buy it to keep warm and to mount my cameras to, because they can handle the weight of a light, a camera, and everything I need to put on it. And they keep my ears warm, which is, my ears do get cold on me. I would say that's my quickest extremity to get cold. So with the helmet, I don't have that problem anymore. These are just helmets I buy on Amazon, but a particular brand I found that fits me well. I haven't tried others because I found one that works. It's called Smith, and I remember them from my skiing days. They used to make, I think, goggles and some other outerwear equipment that it's always been a quality brand. And they're mid-level pricing, $50 to $100. I've seen $29 helmets. I'm worried they wouldn't do what I want them to do and have all the adjustments that this does. And I've seen $300 helmets, which would probably be a little overkill for me. So at $50 to $100, I was able to build a collection of different helmets for different mounting purposes, really. Mount the cameras in different ways. Whoa. G over. I got into the tire tracks on one side and he just pulled me in. Stay warm, dude. You don't have to do too much, you know.
Alright, let's keep going, man.
That's cool.
The shade, it bites, but when the sun's out.
When the sun, I know, it's awesome. That's why I got the camera on the back too, so you know. Your footage is always better, but
I understand. It's the tracking on this thing, man. It's sweet.
oh man, it is sweet as can be. And you're so good at keeping a consistent pace and where you're at. You're better than you know you are, I think.
Speed matching, that's what I was calling it before in my head.
What were you calling it?
Speed matching.
Oh, yeah.
I said it, but I try to match your speed.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Gust of wind. So Zorro Madone on the left front, he's got a little bit of Malamute in him. He's actually the only dog I've ever had that's not 100% husky besides my Chinese Crested. He's that's why he's so big bone, got a big head, and just a big dog. That Malamutes are bigger than Huskies. Good for pulling more weight. Huskies are good for the speed part. More compact than a Malamute. Oh, got something on one wheel. Two wheels, sorry. Yeah, this is really grabbing us. This turned a little bit of an icier feel under us. So, I don't know if you saw it, Scott went up on two wheels, just barely, but he's pretty brave there. We are over 5 miles now. And loving it. That wind's loving us. It's howling through us. Howling through us. Fighting off these ruts, these edges, grabbing the wheels, trying to keep in the center, but sometimes underlying again, or lips, ruts, whatever you want to call them. with the ice coatings, and they grab the wheel and want to take you for a ride. 2,049 feet is our elevation right now. We're going downhill just 1%. And we're loving life. Definitely nice in here. Slid a little on that, just a very little bit. Look at that road all the way ahead of us. That road's just straight away. It's wild.
State Park?
Yeah. Yeah, State Park, State Forest, yeah. Bald Eagle State Forest. That's some sort of bird, it looked like. Footprints across the road. Almost like a heron or something. Interesting. Or even a duck. I don't know what a duck would be doing out here, but interesting. I don't know what a heron would be doing out here. Well, it is Bald Eagle State Forest, so there's probably a big water source where the eagles come, and that would be the reason you see herons. And I guess other water birds, waterfowl.
Completed. You've covered 5.
And birds of prey.
Miles. Your current speed is 50 miles per hour.
Got a nice pace going. 5 miles per hour. We're at 5.5 miles in on the day. Crispy's still behind us. I see my peripheral. Batteries. We're using a little more battery than I thought we would be. We're down, I'd say, almost around half. But again, that climb didn't seem as steep as it really was. Maybe just because it was, I don't even think that was snow covered. Just gentle, but I don't know. It just didn't make sense. And that takes down some battery too. So we'll probably go till we can't go any further because we run out of battery. I think there's enough roads here to go as far as we have battery for. It's a little icy trying to, again, stay on this top side. Is that you? Is that you, Crispy?
No, I didn't get anything.
Down here. G over. 10-4 on that. 10-4 on that. Definitely a little more ruddy here. Still hanging around 2,050 feet above sea level is what I'm talking about, in case you're just tuning in. I guarantee it's in the 30s here with the wind chill. I mean, it's still not that cold, even for us humans, but when you don't have any hand protection on working the cameras, it gets cold quick. Another trail east. Bridge Boyer, PA or something. East BR Boyer, PA. Whatever that means. We'll stop up here and give some water, Scott. Just give him a rest. We're going to stop up here for a water. Stopping up here for a water. G over. G over. G over. G over. Put the powder. Okay, right here. Easy, easy ho. I put him in that powder. I know Chase loves that. Let's see if I can get from this side this time. Actually, what a lovely day in the neighborhood. Been a good trail, dude. How's our camera look up there on the hood?
Perfect.
great idea you had, dude.
What's that? You said you didn't hear me?
No, I said it was a great idea you had. I love what you did.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, it worked out. I'm glad I noticed it so you didn't just have a bunch of footage of the ground.
Exactly. Thank you. Awesomely awesome. Feels different to be out here during the day now.
Yeah, luckily the ice is too thick.
Yeah, I know. It's almost caught me a couple times. I was worried about you, but we seem to be trucking along pretty good. It's a nice long road, man.
Yeah, I always got the chain if it gets too crazy.
Yeah, man, that's what I was counting on. That's good stuff. Good B-roll footage you got. Who's drinking? We'll call it Jag Water Breaks. I figured as much. What's up, JC? Funny. Cool, bud. Good job. Hey, just do a quick camera check on me. Make sure I'm blinking red. My top camera, it's a one, my main one. Cool, cool, cool. Dude, you were on two wheels. When you,
Yeah.
and you're like, it doesn't phase you. You're just like, cool, just hang my foot out more. I probably got it on video.
When it tosses me, I get a little worried, but
I'm gonna start calling it the heroics of Scott.
maneuvers outtakes.
It's good, man. How many people do it?
You covered 6.07 miles.
Okay, guys, we ready?
Speed is 0 miles per
Here we go. Hike. Come on, guys, hike. The boys. And we're off. We are off. Haul over. So I made up some time on the last, this past half hour. Again, we're not racing anything, but I like to keep a good pace for the dogs so they get their proper workout in. I've established I know their speeds and what they can do depending on most conditions, so trying to maintain consistency, get the most out of it for them. Ooh, all over. Caught in that rut there. Animal waterfowl again, or something crossing the road. Looks like a bird. The tracks in the snow is what I'm saying. a little narrow for me on this center island I've been riding. Just trying to maintain it because it's the smoothest part and the least adjustments I got to do for the dogs. Cool area we're going to crest here. Oh, we are still climbing a little. 2,070 feet right now. Very bumpy through here. Either the road's in bad shape and the snow's conforming to it, or it frozen ice. It got moved around by traffic. Whoops. G over. See, when that, sometimes that rut won't even let me ride up it. Like one set of wheels will get off and the other stays in the rut. So I gotta look for what seems to be a easier spot for it to get back into where I'm riding again, this center kind of island that's been made by the tire tracks on either side. I'm actually hoping we get a little downhill in so we can charge the battery a little so it don't conk out on us before we get some decent mileage. 6.5 right now. I've had it run out of me before at 7.5 a few times, so it's got the capability of fizzing out earlier. Joking that dude. Having an awesome day.
35 minutes completed. You've covered 6.57 miles. Your current speed is 6.6 miles per hour.
We are still climbing. 2,088 feet. I can't believe we're still climbing. It's a 1% grade, 1.1 to be exact. And it's just barely. It's enough to climb higher and get cooler temperatures. Just what we need, right? Downhill coming up, I see, and then it climbs again. Bare road here. Might be a warm spot where the sun hits. Who knows? Looks like a road or trail up there. Again, Crispy's mapping this out. Crispy's my wingman. My wingman's the guy that's following us in the truck behind us. And he's keeping an eye on the map and letting us know if we need to change directions, take a turn, etc. Closing in now at 7 miles. Definitely bumpy here. Clipping a good pace here. 5 miles per hour or so. Decent for them in the snow. You can hear my wheels breaking the ice below it, or the frozen snow. Work for me, so if you hear me breathing hard, you'll understand why. Just managing it all between the bumpy ride and my legs and arms absorbing that, keeping the dogs in the right positions, and driving this thing the easiest path of least resistance. It's all a little bit of work, a little bit of balance in there too. It's all part of the experience and adventure. Definitely a little quicker pace here. Over 7 miles per hour, keeping the pace. We won't be able to hold it too long, but we'll see what the dogs can do. I'm always looking for their tether where it's at. It's usually telling me how they're feeling. And they can be tired this second and they recover really quickly. They're not like humans. They don't burn their fat cells. They actually have another, the metabolic process is different. They can rejuvenate, replenish super quick, supercharged. They're in a pretty good groove right now. We're still over 7 miles per hour. And I want to keep them tweaked as much as possible because our mileage will still probably suffer from the colder temperatures from some of this hill climbing. Even though it's been moderate, it's been a lot of it. loud in case you ever want to Google Earth or Google Map where we are, or Apple Map, whatever your map of choice is. Try to see, maybe live close by or relatively can get here and say, oh, that looks like a cool area. I love showing people new places to bike, hike, run the dogs, whatever they want to do. There's so many places out there, and a lot of places aren't even publicized. That's what we find. Just find them ourselves by good research. Crispy. It's my wingman, Crispy. Yeah, it looks like he's ready to go at a slower pace. Slow it down for him, 7.5 knots right now. He starts running a little bit sideways. That's what I know. He wants a break. And it doesn't mean that we have to pull over and brake. It just means moving at a slower pace. And if I accommodate him before he falls back, he's a lot happier. Feels like he can control it. Still at about 2,057 feet. I'm going to imagine we're going to head downhill at some point. When we head downhill, that recharges our batteries because we have something called regenerative braking on these scooters. So it's kind of nice. That'll elongate our mileage, make it just a little more than anticipated, maybe. Oh, deer. See him? Chase is bouncing on the balls of his paws. He saw it too. All the dogs didn't see it. There's one deer just crossed the trail, probably more close behind. Now they picked up on the scent. You can tell because they're out in front. Jags, they're all moving a little quicker. This will be a good sprint. Just want to be careful because there is lots of ice here. So I'm not going to unleash them. No pun intended. I'm trying to make it a controlled sprint.
1 hour, 45 minutes completed. You covered 7.7 miles. Your current speed is 6.5 miles per hour.
Marching some of the things here. I can't even tell you what. I'm marching for the ruts, for the slope of the grade we're on, for all the dog cover engaging it, for deer up in the distance. That's cool. They're excited. A little downhill in there, so 10.2 high speed there. Max speed. Yeah. This snow covered hill climb. Mountain climb. Gotta worry about the rest of these hills, possibly other cars coming. They won't be going too fast. They could be sliding. Chris still back there? A little icier, so that's where he might stop and put the chains on. Just drive a little more gingerly. Getting near 8 miles. Elevation fell about 40 feet for 2019, so I think we're going to start descending. Keep descending, which again is going to help the mileage. Because the battery life will be longer on the scooter. sometimes you got to give in to them and let them take you where they're going and recover after. But these scooters are amazing. I mean, most machines you would need, most type of vehicles you would need are snowmobiles to get through here. And we're not doing that with the dogs, but I do have a Snow Runner, which is like a bike snowmobile. It's from the 70s, built by Chrysler. It sounds like it's a toy, but it's really a professional. It's built for the military. It's professional grade of equipment, but it is from the 70s. It's gas powered, so it's a little loud, and it constantly needs attention because of its age and design. But it is very cool. I have it featured in some of my videos. If you search Snow Runner Wolf Driver, we've done some snow running on some of the farms I rent for the dogs to run off leash. Jack's back in the game. He's digging. I'm in here a little bit too. Having so much fun here. Loving it. Definitely bouncy. Another hill we're going to crest. I just want to be concerned with vehicles coming at us.
50 minutes completed. You've covered 8.29 miles. Your current speed is 6.5 miles per hour.
Yeah, so it looks like we got a lot of up and down in front of us. See how far we can push along the scooter. So awesome though. It really is. I run these videos of me wolf driving with dogs and all the activities we do all the time on my basement TV, and it just brings a eternal permanent smile to my face just walking in there and seeing all the happy dogs doing what they love to do, and happy guys too, enjoying teaming with them, adventuring together, discovering new places while they keep fit, mind you. It's a win for everybody. Almost at 8.5. Really been on a pretty good tear this stretch of the run. That's our last water. It's gotten colder, so they keep the dogs going a little quicker, and just been on a roll. Not much, just the one deer. Haven't seen anything else since that though. That helps them motivate them too. See if Chris is still back there. My peripheral, he is. Below 2,000 feet now. 1996. Now this is a nice climb here. Definitely wearing some battery. Slow it up a little bit. The boys catch up here. road, and it's so clean. The snow. Pretty cool sight. Looks like he needs a little recovery time. Let's see if he wants to stop. Nope, he pulled right along. Zara's a big dog, again, because he's got that Malamute in him. So he's quick and he's strong, but sometimes his endurance can be less than the other dogs, the Huskies, the lighter weight ones. He's, believe it or not, about 67 pounds.
5 minutes completed. You covered 8.78 miles. Your current speed is 3.7 miles per hour.
He's about almost 70 pounds. I think his last weight was like 67, 68. He's been as much as 75, which isn't big, but his fur just makes him look so much bigger. Like I said, we were on such a good clip, actually has a couple miles, so kind of going slower now, giving him recovery time, stop and give him a water break, even though they probably won't drink much, but that'll be a good rest. Around 10 miles if we make it that far, otherwise we'll stop earlier. I say if we make it that far, if the batteries hold out. Doing okay. We're closing in on 9 miles right now. Good. Again, these battery packs that we're going to make for these things can't get here soon enough. These actual Easy Raider scooters, the vehicle I'm on right now, is built in Israel for the Israeli military, so everything gets imported from there to the United States. So these external power packs, extended life for the scooter, are, I believe they shipped, but they're, with the Corona and everything else going on, they're on a slow boat. If you hear that, when the surface changes underneath you, like if there's hollow ice or whatever, it just takes on a totally different sound, and you're like, whoa, what's that? I was looking around to see what's going on. Still on a 4% grade here, and we're back up to 2,055 feet, so we're maintaining this elevation. I thought we were going downhill. So we just broke the 9-mile marker, 9 miles, and we're still trucking along pretty strong. Covered for the most part. You can see it's tethered. This line's pretty far out there now, pretty tall. Jag's hanging a little back. That's his normal relaxed position. There he goes. Chase picked up a scent there. Excited. There's a power station or something to our left. This road's just been long and open the whole way. It's kind of cool. Real smooth, yep. Except for the ruts. And that's what's so cool about electric vehicles, the quietness. It's almost like riding a dog sled. You're not really hitting the motor.
You covered 9.22 miles. Your current speed is 4.9 miles per hour.
We're still keeping a pretty good clip here. Chase is about to get excited. He's about to turn it on. He's smelling something over here. Zara's getting a little wild too. Now, this is the time where the deer come out. Sunset. And some of the other critters that are not in hibernation. Look at this. That's cool. They're going now. Cool footage. Look at Jag. Oh, across the street. Is that a fox? Well, I don't know. It's fast for a fox.
They're usually pretty fast. I've been seeing those are fox tracks, son.
Yeah, that's the fox tracks. Is that what that is? I've been trying to figure that out. Yeah,
They could have been a coyote, same.
I know. That's what I was wondering. Because he picked on it well before we saw him. Chase and Zara were perked up. He wasn't in too much of a hurry. I mean, he took off, but he was moseying around some. We're rolling now. Actually, we got a new high speed, 10.6 for today. We're closing in on 9.5 miles for our adventure. Yeah, he was right around here. Right there, I see his tracks. How cool is that?
Still right there watching us.
He probably, like, what the hell is that? That's what he's saying to himself. They're digging now. So motivates him. Seeing the wild animals really motivates him. That was cool. Still wants to go, Zara, still trotting. Cool stuff. Those look like some big paw prints there. That's weird. That's probably deer. That's what that was. closing in on 10 miles. I'll give him a water break at 10. I've really had a good stint here. Good run. This last leg's been the best. We're still climbing 2,074 feet. I think this might be the highest we've been today. This road's 10 miles right now. Can you believe that? Just a straightaway road.
What, one radio tower?
Yeah, 1 or 2. Yeah.
2 hours, 5 minutes completed. You've covered 9.86 miles. Your current speed is 6.2 miles per hour.
Give him some water up here. Gonna give him a water break up here, Crispy. Water break. What's going on? I have, not with me, mittens that fold back, cameraman mittens. So use your fingertips and then you can fold them back.
I was thinking about getting something like that. It's like a combination. I need something that's gonna hug the scooter real well. That I can pull off.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll figure something out eventually.
We'll try some new ones next time. Next dog trip at my house, I got a bunch you could try. So I've accumulated quite a collection. Yeah, you're taking, that's the problem all the cameramen have that with me. Hey, let me push your camera a little down. Let me see your head camera. Just a little bit. I think it is. Good, I think it is. All right.
Yeah, I figure it's a pretty universal struggle to shoot them.
It is. It is. The funny thing, I had 1 year we took musicians with us.
Yeah.
I got a real big dog cart,
Yeah.
4 people, but usually one musician sits in the back and I ride. It sits up high, the dogs are on the side, and it worked really good. This one guy, they would get cold though. This one guy, we told him, make sure you bring warm clothes, because we had people get cold. It's like, dude, I play, outside of the vet stadium for the Eagles. I'm set, man. I can take any temperature. We got out like 3 miles, and he starts shivering, starts getting cold. Yeah, I'm like, dude, we told you. He says, I don't know what it is. I said, well, you're traveling into it. We told him 100 times. We got him extra clothes, but it was cool, man. That was fun. I bring musicians. And these 2 of them came along. One was in the front singing, and the other in back playing guitar. It was cool. It was really cool. We had some female performers come with.
Imagine, that sounds like a party.
Oh, it was, dude. And we go to more crowded trails. We'd stop and they do like an impromptu concert.
Oh, yeah.
I got it on YouTube. It was cool. Had 2 female performers. They were pretty good. 2 or 3. What's that? Yeah, I had to book it through a talent agency because, and it's a crazy thing. Well, you want to go out with this guy on a dog sled with dogs. And we're like, yeah. Okay, look at Jag laying down. I'll give him a couple minutes. Let me see. Another minute or so. So right now we're at 10 miles. And we're just barely going uphill according to my meter here. I mean, it's hard to tell. But that does say, actually, yeah, 8% grade, 0.8%. Just not even 1%. Battery looks like it's doing actually better than I thought. We'll probably be able to get another couple miles in according to the battery. And at that point, if we have any juice left, we might put some headlights on and do some night riding. But we'll see. Since Jag's on the ground, I'm letting his body warm up. bodies against the cold. Okay, Taggy. Tag. That's some dirt on them. What happens is their internal organs are in their belly, or on their underside, I should say. And when it's on the ground, it really helps cool them down. That's sometimes why they lay down. And is that you?
Yes, me.
Oh, the back.
Maybe this guy.
Yep, it's all. Let me see. What's it? Does it say anything?
No, but the red light was there, and I just checked the focus, and then it started beating that.
Huh.
Probably say probably have charger stop charger.
Yeah, okay, guys. And, sometimes they crash. I've had it happen.
Yep.
And then,
So pretty much everything's running some copy windows. It's
Yeah.
smartphone.
we can let it. Is that lit up?
Yeah, it's got 4 lights on it.
We'll see. If it doesn't reset, we'll have to take it apart. But yeah, it's just backup for you. Cool. Another 40 seconds can go longer than I thought. Well, actually, Jag's up. Okay, here we go. Chase won't have too much of that. You set, buddy? Okay. Come on, guys. Hike. Sorry, buds. Got a little icer than I thought. All over. I'm gonna try to tell Crispy we're off. I know he can see it, but in case he's looking down. But I couldn't grab the walkie because it got icy. So, yeah. So their internal organs, if a dog's overheating, a lot of times they try to cool from the underside first. It's my understanding.
Completed. You covered 10.05 miles. Your current speed is 3.6 miles per hour.
So we're having a ball. Yeah, I was letting when Jag lays down like that, or Zara, I usually try to let them lay down to their heart's content. When they get up, we roll. I make sure they're as rested as they want to be for the most part. But Chase wasn't having none of that. You saw him starting to whine like, "Come on, Dad, let's go." Now the sun is starting to set, so we'll get considerably colder back here in our part of our neck of the woods back home, about 100 miles from here. Last night was in the 20s, so I don't know what it'll be here, but probably along those lines, if not colder. And the dogs love it. It's us humans that got to be ready for it. You only film what you can, Scott. I don't want your hands getting too cold, dude.
It's getting better, honestly.
Okay.
It's pretty cold back there. I'm alright now.
Okay, cool. Whatever you think, bud.
Whenever they go numb, that's when you see me start blowing into my hands.
Yeah. So I got a pretty solid dog trip working. 10 quarter miles. I mean, I definitely would like to get 15 or more, but I think I'll be settling for 11 or 12 just because the dogs would like to get 15 or more, I should say that. I'd like to get that for them, but I think the battery conditions probably going to conk out on me soon, but we shall see. Keep going as long as we can. And with the cold conditions, too. Technically, we're going a little bit downhill. We're still at about 2,069 feet. way. Not this leg, one before this, where we were keeping a really nice pace, able to cover a lot of ground. It really gave the dogs a nice workout. Closing in on 10.5 right now. And crosses through here. Is that camera? Yeah, there it goes.
Back on.
Yeah, sometimes it writes the files. What's it say? Anything? Just hit the button on top, it'll start recording. Yep. Cool. Sometimes it like rewrites the files or something. Weird, but cool. Yeah, it's better than 10.5 miles right now. I like keeping updated on the stats, especially when we're losing battery power. Every little bit is more happiness for the dog, so. What a great area though. It's been desolate and the snow conditions are perfect for them. Don't require booties or Musher Secret.
Minutes completed. You covered 10.56 miles. Your current speed is 5.4 miles per hour.
I'm doing a pretty good clip here too. So I'm a little throttle heavy because I want to push that extra speed out of them because I know the total mileage will be less. I want to make sure they get their physical fill. I think it's doing something the camera weird.
It was definitely looking weird on the output. Like I'm sure it's still recording.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a split screen almost.
Yeah. Ho hum. That's why you're filming too. By the way, if you ever want to check my stats out, you can go to this Relive app, R-E-L-I-V-E. It's Android and Apple, and you don't have to, I think you might have to subscribe, I'm not sure, to see other people's stats, but I know some other mushers, people that do similar to what I do, like to see what others do so they can get ideas on what they're doing and how it compares. Some people just like to live vicariously through others. So some people may have done this years ago and say, oh, I want to be a Wolf Driver fan and see what he does. And I remember myself doing similar. It's a nice sunset ahead of us. I don't know if this road ever ends, but I'm liking it. There's a weird little snow pattern on the ground. Looks like something rolled in it, but there were no footpaths, paw prints or footprints leading to it. Definitely, well, maybe something from a tree fell, but it was weird, the remnants of it. Have to investigate that with our werewolf steam. It's cool stuff. gusting now. That cold evening air is definitely moving in. Feels great for the dogs, though. I know they're loving it. And the wind also moves scents around the forest, the smells from other animals. So if they weren't on the bike, scooter as they are, they'd put their nose in there and try to see what they can smell from the forest, what's lurking around there. Pretty amazing. It's better than 11 miles right now. We just crossed the 11-mile marker. At least the 11-mile marker on the app. I don't really think we got much more left in us, because the voltage is showing really low on the battery here on my meter, my dash, but it's still going, so.
2 hours, 25 minutes completed. You've covered 11.03 miles. Your current speed is 4.6 miles per hour.
Still moving at a decent clip. Dogs are looking good. I know my wife will be happy. It'll be an early night. Won't be an all-nighter. Well, at least as of now. Things can still happen. That's that one. Yeah. It's possessed, dude. We gotta get werewolves to investigate. I'll be waiting for a star to fall. That's it. Oh. Weird. 43 volts. That's it on the battery, dude.
Well, you only had about a mile left, so.
Cool, man. It was good. We got over 11, so we're good. Let's get one more water, Scott. So, just what I thought. We're a little bit on a rut here. And actually made a little further than I thought. Been a great day, though. 11.16 miles. That's the official mileage for the day. High speed, 10.6. Average speed. Whoa, we were doing 4.6 miles per hour today. It's pretty good. Okay, we're back in the truck, and we're gonna stop, grab something to eat, and work our way home. Wolf Driver here. I'll keep you posted.
Wolf Driver.
Okay, we're just finishing a great meal at the, let's see if we can focus this in, the Old Trail Tavern. We actually ate here the other night, and it was awesome. So we're eating here again. We just did. And I recommend, even though I haven't tasted them yet, the other stuff on the menu is great. The foot-long hot dogs. They look good, and I got some to go. I'll let you know in the next video how they were. Okay, so official time is, as I shine the light on me, 9:55. Again, January 21st, 2021. And we're on our final descent home right now. Should be home in about 10 minutes. So we were just talking, and all around good, easy day today. It's a freak of nature. Once in a while we have those snow-covered roads, and no truck, no scooter, no problems. No chains needed. Like we said, freak of nature. But it was overall a great run. Again, about 11 miles, a little plus, a little more than 11 miles, and dogs had a great time. We did good. So thanks for joining us. We'll see you on our next adventure.